The #1 reggae radio station, on air, online, everywhere, worldwide.
Bringing us to that story top, and as we told you, we are celebrating 10 black designers, and it's Black History Month, and we've been celebrating all sorts of amazing black talent and excellence. And yes, there's a list by Black UX Collective, which is a global space where black designers can discuss their experiences, share their design case studies, and connect. Now, the list is a collection of some of the black designers across the globe who are creating stunning experiences, invaluable products, but most importantly, long-lasting communities. Now, here we go with the list. 10 of them, Sherrif.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
The first one is Mariam Brahima from Nigeria. She's on the Netflix design team.
Yes,
And the second person is Daniel Loko from Senegal on the UX design team as well. And Shirai Gibbs at She Designs.
Okay.
Number 4 is Daniel Autry at the Washington Post. And then there's number 5 with a very difficult name.
Omo Bolanle.
I think that's why you know Rumba.
You're so silly.
I'll always believe in the difficult names to you.
Yeah, man.
And then there's Wes O'Hare. O'Hare or O'Hare?
O'Hare.
From he's on the Dropbox team.
Okay.
Then there's Lenora Potter from Salesforce. Jamal Nichols from Facebook Design. He's actually a senior product designer at Facebook. And Karen Santos from PicPay. And number 10 is Tosh Juma from Ideo Kenya.
And yes, guys, we are actually joined by Tosh Juma from Ideo Kenya. Tosh, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's so good to have you here. And, having you on this very important list, we're going to be talking to you about what you think about making this list and more about what you do. Of course, celebrating you on Black History Month. So, karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to this conversation. Guys, if you've just tuned in, we are celebrating some designers, 10 on the list, and we have one of them right here with us on C's and Seko. We are interviewing Tosh Juma from Kenya, Ideo. So Tosh Juma is a managing director for Ideo Nairobi. He's also the founder and creative director of the Nairobi Design Institute. The institute has a year-long program that introduces students to human-centered design and design thinking. Now, congratulations, first of all, on being named as one of the designers to follow worldwide during this Black History Month. Now, can you tell us who is Tosh and what was your reaction to making this list?
Awesome. I'm a designer by profession, so I grew up in Nairobi, spent like the biggest foundation of my career learning design here.
Okay.
Largely self-taught.
All right.
But
self-taught, I love it. Self-taught is the most amazing.
Yeah. But I've worked in the tech scene, in the tech space in Nairobi. I've worked with the likes of the iHub Innovation Lab in Kenya.
Okay.
But I'm passionate about design.
Yes.
And I spent a big part of my life thinking about the future of Africa and how we can change that through design.
That is super amazing. So when you got onto the list, what did you feel? Did you feel like, I knew I'm this great?
No, I first had to actually look at the list first
to see who else is there.
Exactly. I actually don't know the person who wrote the article.
Okay.
It's stemming out of the States. But it was really cool to get that recognition. But one thing to note about that list is that most of the people who are on that list are not necessarily just designers or people who are paying it forward. So folks who are building communities back at home, trying to think about the future of like how the design talent is created.
Yeah.
But also the future of like the products and services that are being designed in the continent.
Okay, and you are the MD for Ideos Kenya, a global organization. What does Ideos do, and what does your job entail?
Awesome. Ideo is a design company.
Okay.
I work for ideo.org, which is a non-profit, but we are stemming from a history of a design company called ideo.com, which has been around for a little over 40 years. And so if you think about the likes of the first Apple mouse, the first Apple computer, this was designed by ideo.com.
All right.
A big part of that was thinking about commercial products and services. But about 8 years ago, started thinking about how can we use this methodology called human-centered design to address big systemic challenges. And so that's why ideo.org was born.
So what do you usually do? What's your regular job day?
Well, it sits at the intersection of management and creativity.
Okay.
And so we spend a lot of our time working with philanthropy organizations and governments to think about solutions, might be in healthcare, in education, in infrastructure. For example, we just spent some time in Tanzania.
Okay.
We're working with a team there that's looking at designing cook stoves that use less firewood. So the government is thinking about
supporting the
deforestation issues, and then this.
All right, so it also like helping with the climate change and in the environment, because that's what we need right now. I think the entire world needs that. And also big up, I see your Orthodox pendant right there. I'm telling you, this one is wearing army ones. I don't know what to say about him, but that's how you should show up, okay? With the blessings, with the Orthodox big chain
from Shash.
Yes,
Shashamani.
straight from Shashamani. You know, you go to Ethiopia to get these. You either go to the church or to Piazza, where there's this street with all the Lion of Judah. I know if you go there, you'll go crazy, Sherrif.
I would.
You will. You'll want to buy everything on that street. And so that's why we're not taking you yet until you...
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. And yes, we're talking to Tosh Juma, Managing Director for Ideo Nairobi. He's telling us about what he does. And of course, we're celebrating him as part of the Black History Month. We've been celebrating innovators. And what greater way than to have a very own person from Kenya in an amazing list right here with us. And yes, we are stirring it up. And of course, we told you we have Tosh Juma, Managing Director of Ideo Nairobi, here with us as we talk to him about making this top 10 list, you know. And as he told us, he doesn't know. Hakuna masiasa za anajua umse ameandika hiyo list. This list was made in the States, and these people did their research and found out who are these black designers across the globe who are creating stunning experiences, and Tosh made it. So yes, we're talking to Tosh.
Yes, Tosh. Now, a question from me. You're also the founder and creative director of Nairobi Design Institute. Tell us more about this.
So Nairobi Design Institute is an institution that, when we're thinking about the future of like the people who will be designing products and services for this continent, we have to think about where we are now.
Yes.
I think a lot about the notion of 10 years from now, what will design do for Africa?
Yes.
But again, 10 years from now, I won't be actively designing. So who are some of these folks who are going to be doing that? And so we started a design program that brings in young folks.
That's amazing. So you're not thinking of hogging the entire thing to yourself. Like what Africans are really good at that. When they're winning, it's like, it's all about me. I'm not teaching anybody else, you know? So you're thinking about the future and who are the next designers. So what happens is you guys bring them on and help them, or how does it work?
Yeah, so we select about 18 creative youth.
Okay.
And they work with us for about 12 months. And so it's an in-between of like a class session, but also working on experiential projects.
And how do you get these youths?
Like
if I was interested, how would I join?
We announce applications every year. And so the next one is coming up end of this month. Actually next week.
Wow.
And basically they start in about 2 months.
Okay, so how do I apply?
Yeah, so the application will be online, but what we look for is at least 2 years industry experience. So you've been working as a designer or as a business person or something.
Yeah.
But basically we look for people who are passionate about change in Africa.
All
and
right.
people who are committed to like the story about thinking about the future of the continent.
That's amazing. So yes, guys, if you're interested, and where online, on what site can they come?
Nairobi.design.
Nairobi.design. So guys, you heard it. If you're a designer and you think you got what it takes and you know what the future is going to bring, and you want to bring some excitement, you can link up, of course, with Tosh, and he told you where. And I see from your Instagram profile, you seem to travel a lot. What is your daily schedule?
Yeah. Design of products and services across the continent means that we spend a lot of time with where the challenges are. So if we're designing a healthcare issue for a healthcare issue in Nigeria, we have to be there.
Yeah.
If you're designing for something in South Africa, we have to be there. So a lot of times I spend time with my team in these communities designing products and services.
Okay.
And that just means you design what people need, not what you think they want. And it's because you get to talk to them and really listen to what their needs are and design around their behavior. So we have to spend so much time with them. All
right. Can you tell us one more time, what's the site that people can come on and apply to get into the program?
Nairobi.design.
www.nairobi.design. So if you have what it takes, it's coming up. You can apply really soon. And yes, guys, we have been stirring it up talking to a really amazing gentleman, Tosh Juma, Managing Director for Ideo Nairobi. And as we told you, it's Black History Month, and he made the list that was made by the Black UX Collective, and they wrote a list of some of the great Black designers across the globe who we should be following. And we gave you some names, but the most important one was Tosh's because it's from Kenya, and we have to appreciate our very own. So yes, we are here also talking to you. I've been checking out your profile. I've been stalking you, and you love concerts and you love reggae. What is your favorite reggae artist, by the way?
This is going to be easy. Buju.
Buju. So
Buju.
Did you go to the Buju concert?
I cancelled so much to be there. It's like I was in the coast when he was supposed to be there, and then...
Oh, Lord. You're one of those who had to follow the long walk to freedom.
I know. Like, I literally walked.
You walked the way, yeah. Awesome. And so it's Buju, and maybe what's your favorite song or reggae concert you've been to so far?
I have to say the most favorite, Buju comes top, but then when Chronix was here.
When Chronix as well.
Chronix was super
good. That's awesome. I like someone who likes to go to concerts, not just play at them.
Oh, really? You just had to do that. You just had to go there.
I have worked so hard to try and get him to join me in concerts.
Imagine, he's so boring.
He's like elsewhere.
He's so boring. The only time is like interesting is when he's playing for me. Yeah, season circle. But yeah, man. Any word for the upcoming designers at the Vibes Nation at large, like somebody at home who wants to be a designer, who wants to join you? You can also tell us basically where they can follow you, how they can link with you and connect with you.
Yeah. To other designers or upcoming designers, think about the future. I think design is stopping. We're stopping it being this thing that makes things beautiful only.
Okay.
But we have to think about how it functions and the beauty around like designing the future.
Yeah,
so
man.
Think about the future. It takes a lot of work to get there, but it is possible.
It is possible. How long have you been working in this field?
14 and a half years.
Wow, 14 and a half years. Sherrif, how long have you been DJing?
10 years.
But before that, you were working in corporate for how many years?
For about 15 years.
You see, so wow, you top the 20-something years of working hard. We must salute you for that one.
I think I should have made this list.
Probably, maybe.
Somebody must have bypassed me.
Yeah, man, probably. But I just want you to tell us what are your socials, how we can follow you, and the work you do at Ideo Nairobi, and of course also what you do with the Nairobi Designing Institute.
Yeah. My social media is Tosh Juma everywhere.
Okay.
Tosh Juma.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah.
All right.
For Nairobi Design Institute, it's Nairobi_design on Instagram.
Okay.
And not on Twitter, and Nairobi.design on Instagram.
All right.
Yeah.
And yes, man, we're so happy to have you here and celebrating you and all the great work you've done. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. This is Tosh, and as we told you, and we have just been boasting about it. He made the list, Black designers across the globe who are creating stunning experiences, but most importantly, long-lasting communities. And we've told you how you can join Tosh, or you can follow him if you're an upcoming designer, need some advice, need some direction for a veteran who's been doing this for 14 years, then holla. And of course, we have to ask you, did you feel the vibes?
Big time. Big time.
And thank you so much for joining us, Tosh.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
All right, here we go, guys.
The #1 reggae radio station, on air, online, everywhere, worldwide.